Hi, my name is Paulina, and I went to the Man Breakthrough Experience 2 years ago at the age of 14. And here I am giving my testimony, as I hope that you teenage girls out there are watching this. And if not, if you are a mom or a father of a teenage girl, please ask them to come sit down with you and watch this video, as I will inform you about a really great experience you can go through with this seminar. And if you don't have a teenager around to watch this, please share this video, as you can help multiple girls that are going through troublesome times. So when I was 14, my mom forced me into going to this seminar. She had been working with Ku Blackson, who is a great teacher, so she decided I was ready and mature enough to go through this seminar. So I wasn't happy about it. I really didn't want to go to a seminar that was based off a man, because I didn't want a boyfriend, I didn't have guy problems, so I really didn't know why I was going to be put in this if I didn't have any boy troubles, or I wasn't struggling to find a man or get a husband. But I obviously realized after this seminar that this is so much more than boy problems. And yes, of course, the seminar will go through how you can find your perfect man and how to work out male problems, but you can also achieve so much more information through this. So when I was going into this, I wasn't prepared. I was also scared. I'm 14 years old, and women that go to this seminar are much older than me. So I felt like I was too young. I felt out of the crowd. I felt like I was going to be the outcast, and that people were going to look at me differently because I'm so young in a male seminar. So when I went through this process, I met fantastic women, and all of them were very sweet. So please don't use that excuse not to go, because the women that you will meet here are super sweet and super understanding. And you can also learn a lot of life experiences with these women. But this is more based on how Ku holds the energy space and how he teaches you all these new things, and also teaches you how to explore yourself. This isn't a one-on-one. This is a group thing that you yourself get to learn who you are by yourself through these processes that he teaches, through the words that he speaks. I went in here obviously told that I was going to work things out with my parents. And I was not really in the mood, because I thought, me and my mom, we rock, we're best friends. And my dad is not in my life, and I always thought that I didn't really care. I thought that nothing in my life was ever affected by him not being there, because since he has never been there, I just always dismissed the fact that I had a father, or that I needed a father, or I needed a man in my house. So I really didn't think anything was wrong. I didn't think my problems were going to be centralized on the fact of my relationships with my parents. And when I went into this seminar, I learned so many things about myself that I would probably still wouldn't know if I didn't go. So here's my personal experience, so you guys can see that this isn't just a silly seminar. This is really a truly life-changing thing. This has made me grow as a person so much. So here we're going to bring in it, sorry. So when I was going into this, I went through processes that were based off my parents' relationships with me. I went through one with my father multiple times, and I realized that I had abandonment issues. And I didn't think I cared that he wasn't there. I didn't think that I cared that he had another family, but I wasn't in his life. But walking out of there, I realized that he was really one of the central ideas of most of my problems. I've been bullied throughout my life. I've had very flaky friends, and I've never been able to find my own circle, never been able to find friends that stick by me for all my life. I move a lot, so I went through a lot of difficult times through school. And I probably centralized those problems because I was attracting the wrong people, because I had this view of this man that is supposed to be so important in our life. And even though also, which is kind of a fun fact, but I have a really great relationship with my mom. And even through these little processes, I saw the little things that also had problems with my mom, things I didn't think about that actually mattered in there. So through all these processes, branched off of my parents, I had multiple problems that didn't work out, that were giving me issues in my life through friends, relationships, through schoolwork, through at home, or how I felt sometimes. So if I had not gone through these things, I would probably still be the same Paulina who is struggling to find her friend group, who is struggling to feel confident enough to walk to school every day, to feel comfortable in her own skin. When I came out of there, I had learned who I was and what I needed to work on, what I needed to expand on, what I needed to grow as a person so I can make a better life for myself. And I did. That was 2 years ago, and probably 5 months ago, my life began to have the best time of my life. I've been having the best time. I have lots of friends who are super sweet. I've changed so much that I attract people who are genuinely nice, that don't want to leave me. So yes, you'll walk out of there and your problems won't be solved, but they will be solved because he had just taught you, he had just given you all the resources. This is what it is. This is what he gives you. He gives you the resources so you can change your life. He gives you the information. He gives you the processes, the homework, so you can change who you are and you can change on how your life is gonna run through the years. So he won't sit there and say, bibbidi bobbidi boo, your problems are gone. No, he's giving you these things so you apply them in your life. So if you follow through like I did, I really wanted to change. I really wanted to be a different person. I really wanted to be the better Paulina. I didn't want to be anybody else. I wanted to be the better me. So I did that. I took all the things he told me. I did everything, and I started working on myself. And to do that, you go through your own processes. My own process was learning to be alone, learning to be okay with no one, with no friends, with no one to talk to at all. I learned that being alone is a special thing for you. I hated being alone. If I was ever alone, I would freak out, anxiety, or I would constantly be depressed because I didn't have friends. And as soon as I went through being alone was okay, now here I am attracting so many people that want to be my friends when in reality I could barely find some a year ago. So these good things, these things that you will learn will really help your life in a long way. Right now I could say really proudly is that I haven't been this happy in my life in so long because everything just seems too perfect. It's just always so weird, right? Because where you're at your life right now probably could be your rock bottom, and you can't go any lower than that, so you just must climb back up. You just gotta keep pushing, you keep learning, you gotta keep growing. So the reason why I'm telling you this is not because I'm trying to reach out to more women, because this can also apply to older women, but this is to apply to those teenagers because I know we're all going through things. I know you're stressed about school, or you're stressed about friendships, or you can't find a best friend, you can't find someone that's there, or you constantly have to sit alone at lunch. And that's not the way you want to live your life. And that shouldn't be the way you live your life. You shouldn't have to be constantly sad or mad at yourself. You should be able to have the best time because the teen years are the best years. So when you learn to grow with yourself and you learn how to teach yourself how to cope through things, you will get a better life. And you probably won't have the same problem as me being alone. I hated being alone. But after I learned that, I realized all the things he had taught me, all the reasons why I was like this, I fixed it. He teaches you how to forgive. He will do all these things. He is a teacher. It's like your teacher. She gives you the information so you can use it in your life. So as a teen, I really, really, really recommend doing this experience because it will really change your life. It will really change your life around because we shouldn't have to sit here and wonder what's wrong with us or wonder why our relationships are so bad with our parents or our friendships or our boyfriends. Because yes, some of us young are already going through all that stuff. And even though I was so young, I picked up on so many things that I can use on later in my life. When I hit to my 20s, I remember the 7 keys or the 8 keys, I don't remember how many, of what men should be like or how they should treat you or their energies that you're supposed to look for. Like, I would think I wouldn't remember those things because I didn't care, but I still remember the first one, like what does he have a purpose? You can connect that to your life. There's so many things where you don't have to do stuff rule by rule. You have to use it in your own way. And like, for example, for that one, it's like, well, why would a 16-year-old boy have a purpose? Well, what is he doing? Is he constantly doing his schoolwork? Is he wanting to get good grades? Is he wanting to play sports? Is he wanting to work? What is it that he has so much surrounded? So from all these things that I'm trying to say right now is that you don't want to stop yourself from going to this stuff or learning about this stuff or even reading his book if you really can make it to the seminar. His book also teaches really good things, and that You Are the One book will give you those information that you can use in your life to go on forward. You can watch videos. There's coaches are under his name that give free sessions sometimes. I just want us as teenagers, which are the future, to better our life so that we are smarter and we grow as a human race. We all want to evolve. We want to evolve as people, so then we learn how to go up. So we learn how to face problems, and we don't have to go through things living really bad. So this is my testimony based on the Man Breakthrough experience. And I'm trying to say is that there is no young age. I was 14, very young, and obviously a 14-year-old, here I am speaking as some women that are in their 30s. So your age will not stop you from growing as a person. It just should motivate you to become better. The best thing that I've gotten this is that I'm learning this stuff at a young age. These women are learning this at their 30s, at their 20s, at their late 40s, 50s, 60s, continuously, that they have had 40 years of their lives where they're struggling. While right here, I'm trying to tell you that you can only struggle for those 15 years. Let's say you are 15 and you want to go to this. You only struggle your 15 years, and it's not even 15 years. You were children. You didn't know this. So you're barely going through this. Fix it now. Grow now. Because later on in your life, you're going to see how much more you are as a successful person. Because when your mindset is right, everything else falls into place. And I promise you that. I have good grades. I'm in athletics. I work out. I have great friends. And I have great relationships with all the people I know. And you have to understand that growing is a necessity. And the best person you can learn from is Coop Blackson, because he is a great teacher and he will evolve you. He will give you the things you need to know how to become a better person. So my name is Paulina, and that's my testimony and my experience being a 14-year-old going to the Man Breakthrough experience.